Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Out of Ore. My name is Quad, and in the last episode, well, we did a little bit of a ramp building over there and a couple platform buildings as well. Yeah, and if we come over here, we can kind of see what's going on here. I got this concrete foundation down, put in this ramp, these little side pillars so I don't fall off. And yeah, we kind of ran out of money. I'm down to $1,400. So today, I think we're just going to kind of focus on down here a bit. I'm going to push this wall back a ways, probably up to the point to where this thing will start to turn to the right. So probably up to this point or something. We'll kind of get this all dug out. Hopefully, I don't know how much we'll get done today, but... And then I was wanting to put another ramp coming down that way. I don't know if I'm going to, honestly. I mean, it'll look aesthetically beautiful because it'll be this cool, like, indented area or whatever with two ramps. So I don't know if we'll do that or not, but anyway, let's jump in the front loader. Let's get in there. We need to make some money. I am broke as heck. I'm going to move some of this machinery out of the way as well. So we'll just scooch this over. Well, maybe we'll end up using that whole little area kind of like a parking lot as well, but let's hop out. Let's get this other thing out the way, the grader. We'll just kind of stick it over here for now. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to redo this foundation, to be honest with you. I don't like it being up so damn high. Yeah, I don't like the way this is looked. So let me just redo this really quickly. Boom, there we go. Okay, so I got rid of all of that, and I actually lined it up with this block here. If we take a look, I can't crouch down to show you, but it's pretty flush. I just had to use free build mode, and I lined it up with this piece and then snapped the rest of these pieces on. So we're gonna start digging down just a little bit like to here and making this our foundation. So we're gonna have to do quite a bit of digging to do that. So anyway, let's jump in the loader. Actually, before we jump in the loader, we need to come back here to the storage real quick. Actually, I meant to say the hopper. Let's go ahead and throw in this blasted rock, these pay dirt. Let's go ahead and consume all of this. And then I forgot in the last episode, by the way, to sell all my stuff at the end of the episode and see how much money we actually made. So let's go sell everything before we get started. And then I'll be sure to sell everything at the end of this episode as well, so we know kind of where we stand. But let me let this get all processed first, and then we'll check. And there she goes, getting split, getting turned into all of the things. Well, I'm hoping it's all of the things. We're gonna have to wait and see, but okay. And here's the final bit getting put into the silo. Oh yeah, somebody let me know about storage. Hold on a second. Now, I don't know if there's actual storage or if he's talking about the silo, like a little storage chest. Well, there aren't no chests. At least they're not named chest. Okay, he must have been talking. Oh no, there are storage containers. Oh yeah, there are storage containers, by the way. I forgot about that. I don't have enough money to buy one, but I could put a lot of my inventory into one of those. Anyway, this is all done. Let's take a look. And what am I not making, by the way? So I'm not making steel sheets or steel rods, so I have to figure out how to fix that. And I'm also not making aluminum sheets, so I'm not sure what the hell's going on with that. But anyway, let's take all this, let's just sell it real quick, see how much money we make from it. I'm gonna get rid of some stuff real quick, like these pylons, this little motor thing, this other broken pylon, the solar panel. I don't want it, don't need it. Get the hell out of here, bro. The stairs, nope. We'll buy new stairs if I need them in the future. A lot of this random stuff I'm just getting rid of. Okay, I have everything. Let's go and sell it all. Aluminum bloom, 4,700. We got aluminum rods for 11,000. Steel rods, 47,000. Iron rods, 24,000. Iron sheets, 22,000. Copper rods, 13.5 thousand. Copper sheets, 4,300. And we got 60,000 in lithium, as well as 16,000 in silver. Okay, but yeah, basically what I should have done is once I separated all of my steel and aluminum with my metal sorter here, I should have split this to go into this tank as well as into that other tank. So we're gonna put a split here at some point and reinsert it in over here. Let's hop in the loader and let's get digging. We do have $230,000 now, by the way. But here we go. Let's hop in and let's get digging. Yeah, we're gonna start on this left side here and just kind of dig this whole side out and then progressively kind of move over. So we're gonna bring it down kind of smooth for this first couple scoops, right? Let's just pull it forward a bit. I want to get this thing lined up with those concrete blocks, or at least I want part of my shovel to be touching those concrete blocks. So let's aim this down a bit here and let's just drive forward and just dig downward. There we go. There we go. I am riding that concrete now, so let's bring it over just a bit. Okay, that's a full one. Let's just go dump it right away. So I kind of want this thing to ride along this wall here, right? So let's see if we could do this. There we go. I mean, it's not the best, but it works, bro. Okay, that's really sloppy looking, actually. Damn it. Anyway, I might have to throw down some more concrete to kind of keep that going, right? But anyway, let's dump it. And there she goes. Okay. And by the way, if you caught the last episode, I did find out from you beautiful bastards in the comments that, yeah, you definitely don't want to be slamming your brakes in real life and making the rear end of your loader come up off of the ground. At least if you work for a company, your boss and OSHA might not be too happy about it. Let me throw some blocks in there real quick here. Boom, just like that. Yeah, that's going to work just fine. Let me get pulled forward. We're going to drop this bucket and just keep on smoothing along that ramp. So something like this, right? Let's just drive forward, and that looks pretty good. Let's go dump it, and boom, here we go. Oh, and I changed my mind, by the way. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the splitter in place. So this is the metal sorter. It's getting sorted with iron and aluminum out this way. So we basically need to get rid of this. We need to throw a splitter on just like so. Put a one banger in right here, like that, and then we need to turn this to come around this way, and then another one like that, and then I just need to run this straight but up, and I think about 6 meters up like that. Yeah, and I need to put a straight piece in because we don't want it to go into the regular smelter, because that'll just turn my iron back into iron, right? We need it to go into the high temperature over there, so we're going to bring it straight quite a ways like that. Probably just a right piece like that. Yeah, this is going to work perfect. Let's go straight again. Bam, and then we just need to put a chute right here, and then the iron will fall right down through here. Same with the aluminum. It's going to go into the high temperature smelter. It's going to turn into steel as well as melted aluminum. It's going to come around the bend. It's going to get split. It's going to turn into sheets. It's going to turn into bars, and this should be just fine. So that should give us everything we need at this point. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back into the loader and continue. Slap her into reverse, and let's get back over there. Let's straighten out our bucket, but yeah, I think this is going to work just fine. We'll try to push it all the way back up to that bend. I might need to get my excavator in here, actually, because this is going to get pretty tall here pretty quickly. Anyway, let's bring this back down. Something like this, right? We're just going to ride that wall there, so let's just keep on coming straight. There we go. And that is indeed a full bucket. Let's go dump it. And we're going to be collecting quite a bit of coal in through here as well. So this will make sure we have plenty of coal for both of our power generators over there, right? Our coal generators. Let's go and get this one dumped. There we go. And let's get back. Then instead of going down, I'm going to actually take a bit of a high scoop right here, so we can kind of scrape off this wall and then up high a little bit like that. There we go. That's going to look pretty good. And then we'll dump this one real quick. It's only a partial bucket, so it's fine though. Okay, let's come back in, bring it down to the ground this time, like that, and let's go straight in. Yeah, looks like it's nice and straight. There we go. There's a nice full bucket. I'm going to bring this up a bit, try to shave off a little bit right there. And it looks like that thing is working over there. I can see the dirt popping out of that chute, so hopefully it's all going to be fine. We'll find out at the end though. Yeah, let's take another high scoop right off this back wall. So let's bring it all the way up, and there we go. That's a nice one. A lot of coal. Okay, let's see if we can kind of remove some of this bits. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's come all the way in though. Get a nice full bucket. Let's go dump it. Dude, that is a dangerous one, Quad. Anyway, we got it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to let you guys know that there was a Friday informational update. Well, yeah, I think it was just information. And they're going to be putting a bed into the game, by the way. So we're going to be able to sleep. Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to do that because we could probably still sleep. But I actually have it set so there is no day and night cycle, right? So, I mean, I guess we could probably turn that on once the bed comes in. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. But anyway, there is going to be a bed for the game, which means we could potentially build an actual house. I don't know if there's enough building materials to do such a thing, but it would be possible. Maybe a crappy wooden cabin or something, right? Anyway, maybe we'll mess around with that at some point. I should, honestly, because there are pickup trucks. I never bought one before, so I don't really know the point of a pickup truck. I wonder if we could throw dirt in the back. Anyhow, let's come back in. We're going to come in for a mid-size scoop right in through here. Yep, all the way to the back. Kind of scrape the wall, and there we go. That's a nice full one. Went a little bit too hard into that wall, though. Okay, we're going to come in for a low scoop. We're just going to try to keep this nice and flat. There we go. I don't know if I'm going down. I feel like I am heading downward. Anyway, there's a nice full scoop. Oh yeah, and it does look like the fuel is broken in the current version of the beta, because I have not had to fill up once yet. It seems like every time I come in to the game, it's already filled up. Anyway, I want to try to come in and get on this left side here. I think I was veering to the right a little bit too much. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let me go knock that out. Let's go dump this. Okay, we're gonna come for a really tall scoop this time. Try to get off this back wall. Yeah, I think what I might end up having to do though is getting an excavator. See how this is as tall as we can go, and we might have to clean out the top a bit and then put an excavator on that top side, right? And just kind of dig out with that. So come on, buddy, get over these freaking humps, would you? Anyway, that's probably what we're gonna do. So I think that's about as far as back as I'm gonna go with this, and then we're gonna have to clean out that top before we can get back further. But we're gonna start moving to the right now instead of back, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Anyway, let's dump this thing. Don't be driving with your bucket so damn tall, bro, or so high. Anyway, got it. Okay, let's just come in for one more on this side though, just kind of right in the middle. And yeah, I kind of want to just probably go to about right here, and that'll be the max. We're gonna come in for one more low scoop to just kind of make that even. But yeah, we're gonna have to clear out that top side, I think, and get an excavator to dig along that wall, unless we make the wall right there, of course. But so we'll just try to make this flat. There we go. We want it all the way to the left here as well. Easy, pal. And just dig it out just a little bit. That's going to be enough. All right. And now we'll start moving to the right. Okay, so something like this. Let's bring our bucket down, line it up with the concrete, something like that, right? And let's just drive forward. Let's see if this will actually stay kind of smooth. And then we're going to dig it all the way back to that spot. Just like that. There we go. Let's go dump this. In fact, I'm actually going to grab right from here first. There we go. That's a nice good one. And then we'll come back for a high scoop. So yeah, let's come in for a high one this time. Try to grab out this big old thing sticking out here. Okay, damn it, bro. Hold on, you idiot. Okay, buddy. What the hell was that, Quad? Anyway. Bro, throw it in reverse. I don't know what the hell happened there. My reverse didn't work. Looks like a sculpture of some sort. Okay, let's go dump this. Okay, I'm gonna try to come in again. Let's see if we can grab this stupid thing. And a little bit further, please. Just a little bit. Okay, now there's a freaking dong sticking out of the damn wall. Hold on. Okay, let's come in for that damn thing. We're not trying to make the statue of David over here. Yeah, there we go. Got it, bro. Anyway, let's come back, dump this, and then we're gonna have to start smoothing this all out. Okay, before we come in, I am going to go ahead and put some blocks in real quick. And boom, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work just fine. Let's get pulled forward, get our bucket nice and flat. And we are back as far as we want to go, but I just need to start smoothing this out a bit. So we're going to bring it down to about right here. Let's just drive forward. Let's see if that's enough. It is not. I need to tilt the bucket down just a bit more. So like this. Okay, this should be enough to scrape off. Yeah, it is. Look at it. Okay. Let's just keep coming forward a bit. Get this nice and flat. And boom, there we go. Let's lift. Take off a little bit of that shelf there that we can see. There we go. Okay, let's go dump this. Okay, now that we kind of got a good foundation in, I'm going to come in like this way and try to scrape off like this. There we go. Yeah, look, this is working really nice. Just bring it all the way to the edge. And a little bit further, please. Just a little bit. And then let's see if we could just drive this straight out. Okay, damn it, bro. I kind of screwed it up. I should have tipped my bucket up a little bit, I guess. Well, shite, bro. Anyway, let me come back in. I want to scrape off this side as well a little bit. There we go. And then tilt up. And then nice and smooth. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm going to try to do this again. I'm going to try to smooth out that part that I screwed up right here. So let's see. Hopefully it goes up and not down. Up. Okay. Kind of, not really. Still a bit of a ledge there. Let's try it again. Come down, bro. And okay, it's gonna be fine. I guess we'll just be able to use the roller to get that smooth. Anyway, let me back it up. I want to start taking off the sides there. So something like this probably. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking fine enough. Let's straighten it out a bit. And just kind of bring it all the way. And let's make a nice ramp to go. Okay, whatever. Anyway, it's a full bucket. Let's go dump it. Okay, I'm going to try to do it over here as well. So let's just come in. Looks like that's going to be just fine the way it is. And then let's take out this back wall. Actually, I feel like I'm going downwards, but anyway, there's a full bucket. Okay, let's come in again. I want to get on this back wall a bit. So we're just going to come in straight. Push this back to about right there. That's going to be good. Okay, let's go dump this. Okay, don't tip it though, bro. And then we'll have to do some high scoops. Try to get that wall flat. Okay, we're going to come in for this high scoop here. See if we can kind of flatten this out a bit. Okay, that's about as far as I want to go. Let's back it up. Actually, let's try to take out this other piece right here. Let's just come back in, and there we go. A little bit further, please. Just a little bit further. You bastard. There we go. That's going to be good. Let's back it up. That is a full load. Okay, I want to come in and just try to smooth this out a bit. So we're going to take it right from the middle here. Okay, that's enough. Let's back it up. And then let's take off this other part right here. And there we go. Okay, that's going to be good. Let's go dump this. Okay, let's come in for some more smoothing runs here. So we're just going to kind of come in sideways like this. And then just push this all the way back to the wall. And there we go. It's a full bucket. Okay, and then I'm going to jump out real quick. And I'm going to grab the roller, and I just want to smooth out the front side of this because it's a little bit on the bumpy side. So let's fire it up. Let's turn on the old vibrator and let's get up here. So the first thing I want to do is try to smooth out this part right here in the front of the ramp, right, since I got these big old kind of holes going on. There we go. That's looking a bit better. Let's throw it in reverse. Okay, now let's see if we can smooth this part out a bit. There we go. There we go. It's looking a lot better as well. And then smooth, looking good. This is the part that's really kind of jacking me up though. There we go. Let me reverse it. Let me continue here. Yeah, like see, like right here, it's a little nodule. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Okay. Then we'll run over it one more time just right here. Looking good. Okay. Let's go park this thing. There we go. Hop out. Let's hop back into the loader here. In fact, I could probably put some concrete down right here, so let me do that. Boom, there we go. Yeah, that'll give me a little bit of a smooth kind of ramp going up. Okay, yeah, let's jump back in. Something like this, and then let's just run it right along this other path like this, right? There we go. Start turning it to the left. Lift our bucket up a bit. I had it down a little bit too far. Jeez, that's already a full load. Let me go dump this real quick. Okay, let's try this again. Let's come back in. Continue scraping right here. And pushing it back. Okay, that's another full load. Okay, let's come back in and continue scraping off the backside here. So, yeah, just like this. Okay, that's another full bucket. Okay, let's come back in and continue scraping off just right here. There we go. Looking good, looking good. And there's a full one. Dude, it's looking really good though. Look how flat that is looking right there. Dude, I love it. Okay, let's come in. I'm going to start scraping off this front side. So let's just come in right here and scrape this all the way back. There we go. It's a nice full one. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Just right here in the front. There we go. Kick it to the left. And there we go. There's a full bucket. Man, let's come in. We got quite a bit of dirt right here. Oh, it's blasted rock, but whatever. We got quite a bit right here. Let's just take this out. Boom. There we go. Nice full one. Okay, let's come in for another one. Just kind of get right over here. And there we go. No, that was not a good one, by the way. I screwed that one up, but damn it, bro. Okay, let's try that again. Let's come back in. And there we go. That's looking a bit better. And a full load. Let's go dump it. I think I'm heading downwards, but that's okay. We're going to fill that in. Yeah, it's not as flat as I was hoping, but anyway. Yeah, let's get this dumped. Ah, damn it. My machine broke, by the way. Check that out. Let's go into our inventory. What the heck broke? It's about time, though. It took 5.3 hours to break. Well, the OEM filter is completely trash. The battery's okay. The turbo's okay. The injector's fine. The OEM ECU is completely garbage. Wear plate's good. Hydraulic ram's good. Hydraulic hose is almost to be worn out. Same with the pump. Sensor's okay. So we just need to get a ECU and a filter, which of course is over here. Let's just get the best ones, right? High quality ECU, 2500. And then here are the filters. We're going to do the same thing. High quality filter kit. This is the most expensive. Yep. And boom. So now we just need to swap them out. So here is the new one. Let's put that one there. And then where is the other one? Here is the ECU. Bam. Okay, they're all good to go. We're going to come into the store. We're going to sell the old ones. We can get 546 for the filters. And then for the ECU, we can get about 1300. So there we go. Let's see if it fires up. It does. Let's go dump this. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. It's pretty flat, but I'm pretty sure it's heading downward. Let me go ahead and throw in some more concrete. Boom, there we go. Okay, I put in another couple rows. I am completely broke once again, but let's get back in there. Let's continue flattening all this out or getting rid of the dirt or whatever, right? But I think it's looking pretty good. I want to get rid of this little nodule over here real quick. Just kind of make that flat. So something like this. Let's see. All the way back. Stop. There we go. That is a full bucket. Let's go dump it. Okay, let's come in and let's just scrape this back a bit. So I don't have any more money. I did run out of the money, so we're not going to be putting any more concrete down today. But I do want to try to at least get most of this all flattened before we get out of here. Let's just grab a full scoop here. And that's it. Let's go dump it. But yeah, just kind of bring it down right like this. That's a little bit too much. We want it to be just about flat. If we look at those teeth here, that's just about horizontal. But we want it to come down just a little bit. And then we look at our fender. We bring it all the way down. It separates. So we want to do it until the fender and that tire doesn't separate like that. Throw it into drive, and then we just come forward. And this should be enough to get it about smooth as I want. Yeah, there we go. That is a full load, by the way. Let's go dump it. In fact, on that last one, I think my slope was just slightly too far, so I'm gonna make it a little bit less of an incline and make it more flat, but I still want to look at my fender there. As soon as it stops moving together, there we go. And this should make it a little bit flatter. That last one was slightly tilted down, so that was a bad example. But let's come back in here, and yeah, let's check it out. That's a little bit more flat, so you pretty much want it to be completely horizontal. Anyway, that's another full scoop. Let's go dump. Okay, let's come in. Let's start pushing back right here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's looking good, nice and slow. Yeah, let's come back in through here. Let's just grab a full bucket. Okay, that's down a little bit too far, but anyway, there we go. That's a full one. And just kind of push this back a bit, and there we go. That's a full one. Let's go dump it. And we just got a few more to go, and then we're going to be done. I'm just going to kind of line the rest of that up where we're at, and then I want to take out a little bit up here on top of this ramp because it's just so hideous looking. Okay, so let's come in right here, grab this little piece. There we go. And then let's go dump this puppy. Okay, so we're almost done for the day. I think this next scoop we're just going to go ahead and grab up top on that ramp there like I was wanting, because I don't like the way that looks. So let's see if we can do this. I'm going to try to just put like one side of my tires up onto the ramp right here like this. Let's see if we can get up that. I mean, we should definitely be able to. And over a little bit further to the left though, bro. There we go. Yeah, let's come up. And then I want to bring this down to about right here. Okay, I might have to do this by hand actually. Look. Let me bring it down though. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Go forward, bro. A little bit further, please. There we go. Oh no, it's working. Look, look. I just wanted to kind of clean this off a bit, so let's bring it all the way. I'm gonna keep on going. It is a full bucket. Okay, that's gonna be good. Let's just go dump it. That's all I was worried about. Let's get onto the ramp instead of, yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. All right, well, I think we're gonna be done for the day. Let's go check out our storage, see how much we've made, see if I'm actually making everything now since I made that little bit of a change. And let's sell everything and see how much money we made today. So shut her down, hop out, and then not only do we want to check our storage, but we also want to check our coal plants and see how much coal we have gained. Okay, this one's up to 8,600. This one's going to be over. Yeah, check it out. We got 999. Let's take out the 303 and throw it into this one. Boom, there we go. So now we have 999 and 1,600 plus another 999. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to split this one real quick, just so they're even. There we go. You just hold shift and it splits. Let's put that back into the inventory. Let's open this one up. Let's just drop it in. Boom, there we go. So this has 9999 plus 832. This one has the 999 plus 844. So that's pretty even. Uden 9. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's get over here. Let's see if we're getting everything. We're going to wait for everything to finish processing first. But everything seems to be working fine. I'm not seeing any kind of holdups anywhere, any clogs, which is great. Let's do check out these chutes real quick. We're just going to hop up on this thing. It's probably bleeding hot, so we're going to burn ourselves. Anyway, let's take a look here. So we have iron coming in. Yeah. It's going into this high temperature smelter. It is indeed. Why is it turning into melted iron, bro? This is the high temperature smelter. It's supposed to be turning into steel. Oh, look, that one does say steel. Anyway. Melted steel. Okay, well, whatever. It looks like we'll have both. I mean, that's fine. Looks like it's all running pretty good, though. Oh, dude, why isn't it splitting right here? Look, it didn't even split. It was like prioritizing that right belt. So anyway, it's almost done. Let's go to the storage. Let's check it out. And boom, it is done. Okay, let me get this all sorted. Okay, there we go. We got steel beams, steel sheets, steel rods, iron sheets, iron rods, aluminum sheets, aluminum rods. We're obviously making aluminum bloom as well because of the steel process. And then copper sheets, copper rods, And then the remaining stuff, the lithium and silver, is being turned into bars. So we are quite literally making everything now, which is great. Let's go ahead and sell everything though, and see how much money we made. I'm gonna drop off this blasted rock first into this though. Yeah, I didn't realize I had all that blasted rock on me. So let's just consume this real quick. Boom. And also we're gonna stop collecting coal because there's no reason to collect coal anymore since we have 9999 in each one of these, right? That's just a lot of freaking coal. It's gonna literally last us millions of episodes. So let's get rid of this piece. Same with this one. We're gonna put this left piece in like that, and then I just need a little two banger here, which is right here. Boom, there we go. So now the coal will no longer go into the plants, and it will just simply go onto this track and turn into, well, we're gonna be selling it. So okay, let's go see how much money we made, and maybe the next episode we're gonna probably have to go up here and start digging out on top. So there's gonna be a lot of dirt. There's going to be a lot of pay dirt, which means we're going to have to sort this pay dirt line out and turn it into resources on the next one. So we're going to be doing some building in the next, getting that pay dirt turned into ore so we can process it through the rest of this stuff. But anyway, the thing is now done. Let's go sell everything. Okay, there we go. That's everything out of the storage. And let's see what we get. So we have 900 steel beams selling for 94,000. We got 50 steel sheets selling for 4,300. We got 447 steel rods selling for 41,000. 750 iron sheets for 65,000. 1,000 iron rods were selling for 71.5 thousand. Going into aluminum, the bloom, we're getting 14,000 for that. The aluminum sheets, we're getting 4,300 for. Aluminum rods, we're getting 33.5 thousand for. Copper sheets 13,000, and copper rods 39,000. The lithium, holy crap, bro, that's a lot for lithium, $176,000. And then the silver, we got $41,500. We look in the top right hand corner there, we made $600,000 today. I'm also going to get rid of the steel roof for 1,700. I don't want it. I don't need it. It can get the hell out of here. I'm going to keep these concrete blocks because we are using those. But that was a pretty good day, bro. We definitely made a good amount of money, and I think we made some good progress. So like I said, in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and sort out our trommel line right here that we have, right? This is the one that's pulling out all the dirt and all of the pay dirt, which comes underneath, and it's going straight over here. So we're going to have to start sorting that pay dirt out. And then we're also in the next one going to be heading up top here. So once we get that pay dirt kind of sorted, we're going to start coming up here, and we're going to get a lot of this dirt taken out. We're probably going to be running a line up here to kind of aid us as far as speed goes, like a hopper system to conveyor it back down. But yeah, we're going to get this all dug out. We need to flatten all this out because we need to get our excavator up here so we can start digging out the sides of this wall here, right? Because we want to push this back. Well, I mean, I basically want it to come all the way back to where this starts to turn that way. So anyway, it's going to be a fun time. So that's going to be it for this one, though. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, my name is Quad, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later on, everybody. Later on.